I'm Video Jen and I'm hanging with Hangsterfers here with a lot of titanium at TMS,
where we're checking out Hangsterfer's coolant in action. Then we swing by the greens and finish up with some feedback from CNC Shops in Australia. All that on this edition of the Monthly Lube.
It's time to gear up for the Monthly Lube. Each month, Hangsterfers brings you business buzz, product highlights, behind-the-scenes adventures, and the people driving innovation in the world of metal manufacturing and machining. Hangsterfer's Metalworking Lubricants.
In this edition, a golf outing with one of our distributors, CNC action from Australia, and to kick it off, cutting titanium with TMS.
Hi, I'm Todd Harrison. I'm the CEO and founder of TMS Titanium. Titanium is a great metal. It bridges the gap between aluminum and steel, so it's used in many applications. We cater to race teams, aerospace, medical, industrial, and tactical markets. Where we have a guy making a wedding band for his wife, all the way up to NASA who needs parts for their space station. When you cut titanium, it needs a carbide tip blade and lots of coolant, otherwise you can't get through your metal. With our efficiencies at TMS Titanium and Hangsterfer's coolant, we get our product out the door faster than anyone else with a consistent cut finish for your machines. This would take you about 3 or 4 days with a hacksaw to get through. With our saws and Hangsterfer's 5080 coolant, it'll take us about 40 seconds to cut through this.
So I had asked Todd where he had heard about Hangsterfer's, and he heard that it was great, but a quick call to a friend confirmed it.
I reached out to my good friend Guido Antonelli, who's a world champion crew chief for Ron Cap Motorsports. I asked him about Hangsterfer's, and he told me that he had doubled his speeds and feeds on a 14-inch diameter billet application and got a jewelry finish that they've never had before. So we started testing it, and we could cut 14-inch diameter, and the blade, which would normally come out warm, was coming out cool. We realized we have a better life cycle, lifespan on our blades by using Hangsterfer's coolant. It's a huge advantage to us. You can look at your tool wear by the chip, the consistency, and to make sure there's no hot and cold coloring based on extra heat. There's no contaminants in here, just clean titanium with a little bit of residual Hangsterfer's coolant. Hangsterfer's is a really good product for us. It's non-toxic and safe. You don't get the smells in the summer like you used to do. It's just clean, easy to use, straight out of the barrel, ready to go. Hangsterfer's 5080 gives us reliable, consistent cutting. We know the speeds and feeds that we're going to go into are very consistent based on the properties and qualities that they give us in their product. Their customer service is wonderful, it saves us money in the end, and it leaves a much prettier cut than other products we've tried.
There'll be more titanium talk with Hangsterfer's because we will be at the Titanium 2025 Expo in Boston, September 28th through the 30th. And if you're there, come and see us at booth 703. Now for a day on the golf course with PT Solutions.
golf, greens, and great partnerships. Hangsterfer's teamed up with one of our trusted distributors, PT Solutions, a customer-focused leader in tooling and manufacturing support.
Well, we got the lucky straw and we're at hole number 2, so it's been really nice meeting a lot of our customers and just potential customers. The atmosphere is really laid back, really fun. We give out a lot of what we call swag, hats, cans, and things of that nature. But it does lead to opportunities to talk a little bit more about business and how we can help them with their machining applications and so forth.
I want an umbrella in sunny Southern California, but I'm gonna use it when I play golf.
What kind is it?
Oh, it's this.
It's Hangsterfer's.
Yeah, it is. Nice green, matches this master's color. Look at that.
Hangsterfer's, I've been using them for about 5 years. A great product, quality's excellent. My local rep about 5 years ago turned me on to it. Been using them ever since. Quality, price, customer service, fantastic.
So we got a new Swiss machine, and we had a really difficult material. We were cutting nitronic 40, and I called up Mark here, the chemist, who gave me a whole rundown on all the different materials and the different oils to use, and we ended up with Hard Cut 22, and it's been cutting like a dream ever since.
There's a big difference between just the sales guy and someone who knows their product. So much that I didn't think he was the sales guy. I thought he was like the chemist in charge of making all the cutting fluids.
It's a lot of fun to be out here with PT Solutions and all the vendors that support us in Southern California. It's a win-win situation.
Following the 18 holes of golf, guests gathered back at the clubhouse for dinner, raffle prizes, and awards.
What we want to do is make sure you understand that the reason we do this is so that we can have the vendors that are partners to PT Solutions get a decent amount of time with the customers that actually are looking to get better results.
See, business really does happen out on the golf course. Now for some Hangsterfers in Australia. We really appreciate it when our end users give us shout outs in their videos.
G'day guys, Matt from Hal Heavy Duty. We're an Aussie machine shop that specialises in the drilling industry. If you've been with the channel for a while, you know that we've flipped from using ITM to Hangsterfer's 5040. This stuff is brilliant. We've also put some coolant filtration system on the back of the lathe, which is great. Just upgraded all round. I'm really happy with it. Where we are is a really hot, humid environment, so we struggle with surface rust and everything, but we've been giving this stuff a go, and so far I'm pretty bloody impressed. Anyway, let's give the beast a little bit of love. See, that one hasn't been done, nor has that, and it's just the humidity in the air. But once we put this stuff on it, it seems to last for ages, and then it just doesn't rust, so bit of a winner.
How you going guys? Curtis from Cutting Edge Engineering. Today's job we're going to be doing some maintenance on our main lathe. There are a few things I've been putting off doing, but it's about time I got them done. So I'm going to give this a clean pretty much from top to bottom, and to make that a little bit easier I am going to be putting Hangsterfer's clean oil straight in the coolant tank. Then I can plug a hose and a brush onto the coolant system and wash everything into the bed of the machine. I've never used this before, so it's going to be interesting to see how good it works. This is coolant safe. It doesn't matter that it's getting mixed into the system and it's not going to cause any problems. But once I'm done cleaning it, I'm going to drain the coolant tank, fill it up with fresh water and wash everything down. So some of the paint is going to be stripped away, and that's just from many years of using coolant, cutting compounds and rapid tap. It gets underneath it and just lifts the paint. But I'm not concerned about that because that's just something that happens when using machinery. So that's looking a lot cleaner already, and that clean oil worked really well, especially in behind the lead screw where it gets a lot of oil buildup. Now what I need to do is use a dustpan brush, and we're going to pull all of the loose material and the paint into one end of the machine so it can be sucked up, and once we've done that we can suck out the coolant tank. Now that's cleaned up, we're going to fill up the tank with water and then mix in the coolant. And the coolant we're using is Hangsterfer's 5030. We've been using it for quite a while now. It is a semi-synthetic vegetable-based coolant. Just like the cleaner, it is also non-hazardous. This coolant uses a 10% mixed ratio. We have about 50 litres of water in the lathe, which means we need to add 5 litres of coolant. One thing I really love about this coolant, it's transparent when it's mixed correctly, which means when you're machining, you've got really good visibility. So I'm really happy with how the lathe now looks. It probably doesn't get cleaned as much as it should, but it is being used constantly, and it is hard to make time to do that.
A big thank you to Hal Heavy Duty and Cutting Edge Engineering. You can see more great content from them on their YouTube channels. Thanks for watching this edition of the Monthly Lube. I'm Video Jen with Hangsterfer's Metalworking Lubricants, made for machines that shape the world. We'll see you next time right here at the Monthly Lube.